Hey there, this is Keith Anthony Jr., your friendly neighborhood asshole, coming to you from New York City.
And I'm Anna J, aka your favorite mixed chick, aka the Valley Girl Thug, podcasting from sunny South Florida, and you're listening to Why Don't You Think Like This? Just two totally illogical sociopaths with a podcast. This episode is brought to you by MagnifiqueFinds.com, where hard-to-find accessories go to hide. MagnifiqueFinds.com.
I just want to please you. I just want.
Dom Perignon Rosé. Somebody pass the hookah. I'm downtown, come meet me now. I'm down here at Felucas. You like how I'm getting money? You peep how I maneuver. I'm just here with Iggy Hoover and a couple shooters, but we don't want no problem. Say amen, hallelujah.
Hey everyone, this is Keith Anthony Jr., along with my beautiful and psychotic co-host.
Anastasia J.
What opening! So we're here today. To be quite frankly, I don't know why the hell we started this fucking podcast. Oh yeah, there will be a lot of cursing on this show.
It's not for kids.
Yeah, a lot of explicit comments, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different views. Some people may be offended by some of the things we say.
But that's totally fine.
It's totally fine. Trust me.
So basically, this is our first episode, and essentially we don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we're just gonna make it up as we go along. So you're just gonna have to, I guess, bear with us. Today, our first episode is actually based on my blog called The Cuddle Slut, which you can read at www.medium.com/at Anastasia So
glad we got through that.
Stop. And first, what we're gonna do is a section called "What Grinds Your Gears." So in this section, we kind of, I guess, sort of talk about the various things that piss us off about life in general. So I'm gonna let Junior go first with this. What grinds your gears,
You
Junior?
know what really? Excuse me.
I asked you what grinds your gears.
Well, to be quite frank, people that smoke grind my gears. It's really dumb.
I just told you not to fucking do this for the first episode. What the fuck is your problem?
I had to. It was too good to pass up. Because you guys smoke knowing that it's killing you. It's like, dude, are you fucking retarded? It's like no point to smoking at all.
Okay.
That's what grinds my gears.
Right. I understand that. However, who said that I wanted everyone to know that I smoke cigarettes on the first episode?
Well,
and with
to be quite frank, I didn't say you smoke cigarettes. Or
no,
I didn't say
you said you guys.
You
said you guys. You said you guys. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, you guys. I was speaking to the smokers. You guys.
Okay.
I
fine.
said people that smoke. You guys. Okay. Thank you.
Great.
Bye.
Well, I think that it's terribly unfortunate that you feel like that because although it
and
is
that's totally
actually
fine. That's totally fine.
Right.
That's what grinds my gears. So now what grinds your gears, Anastasia?
When it's someone else's birthday and it's not my birthday.
How petty of you. How fucking petty of you. Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like when other people are celebrating something other than myself. And, like, for example, at work, like, at work, what they basically do is they give, like, people, girls, a tiara to wear on their birthday. So just because I hate this so much, I have a tiara sitting at my desk for any time that it's anyone else's birthday in my section, and I wear one too.
Wow. That office sounds like a danger zone, like a battlefield.
It's totally fine.
Okay, then. And you guys, I know. Listen, people. I know you're gonna hear this show and just think I'm like a total asshole, narcissist, sociopath.
All of which is true.
Like all of those things, they are true, 100%. Please don't write me telling me how much of an asshole I am. I already know this.
Please do.
It will It will come across that way on the show, and it's totally fine. It's my prerogative. I'm okay with it, and I'm not in denial. Thank you. So,
and I know that on this show, I'm going to sound incredibly awesome and fabulous, which is that's very true. So you can write me and tell me about how fabulous and awesome I sound, because I welcome that. And even if you think anything else, guess what?
Thank you.
Guess what? Even if you think anything else, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Totally fine.
Moving right along.
So let's start talking about the cuddle slut.
How about we tell them a little bit about ourselves?
Oh, okay, fine, Junior.
Like,
what do you want everyone to know about you?
No, I mean, just so they can have a better understanding of, where we're coming from, or like, our deal, or where are you located, Anastasia?
Well, I'm actually in South Florida.
Miami? Is that
no, I like to say that, but no, not exactly.
I mean, I think you should just say Miami just to keep up the
I was going to, but then I felt like people were going to be like, "No, bitch, you're actually from West Broward County," which is which would be totally true. I'm like from the sort of like a suburb of Miami / Fort Lauderdale, so I decided to sort of kind of be honest about that, even though I don't really want to be. So yeah, that's my situation. Where are you, Junior?
First, I just would like to say I'm so sorry to hear that. I wouldn't wish living in Florida on my worst of enemies.
You're such an asshole, because actually where you live is way worse.
I live in New York City, the greatest city in the world. People die.
The smelliest city in the world.
Listen, let's not get carried away here, but if you had a choice, would you listeners at home or wherever you were listening to this show from, if you had a choice, would you live in New York or would you live in Florida, where they have
Miami, Florida? Let's be specific. Miami, Florida, where we actually don't have we don't have winter. Okay, so we have summer all year long.
Winter is a necessary evil. Winter lets you know who's real and who's not. Winter builds character. Like, you gotta be a strong. Listen, you gotta be a strong fucking person to go through this winter here, man. We just had
So why would you put yourself through it?
Because it makes you a stronger person. That's why New Yorkers can go anywhere on this earth and flourish. Like, that's why they say
using your argument, I would say that
if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
That's what they say that for supposedly. Supposedly,
they say that for a reason.
I'm gonna use your same argument then to say that if that hurricanes build character. They do. They do.
Yeah, no. Hurricanes just kill you. They don't build anything. They kill you. They actually destroy. They do the opposite. Hurricanes do the opposite of building.
There are multiple levels of hurricanes, Junior. And
I hate
categories.
It when you call me Junior, by the way.
Well, I'm not. No. Well, I don't participate in that other stuff. This Keith Anthony shit, right? You're Junior to
that's
me.
my name. But okay, whatever floats your boat, ma'am.
I don't participate in that. Sorry.
Okay.
Not sorry.
And that's your prerogative, and it's just fine. But anyway, let's move right along.
Right.
So yeah, you have something you want to discuss with the kind folks, the kind listeners today?
Yes. Okay, so I have this idea, which I actually talked about in my blog called The Cuddle Slut. And so essentially, like, what it is I understand that in today's world, my train of thought is not necessarily followed by most, actually. I'm probably quite an outcast when it comes to this, but it is something that I hold, this cause.
No,
this
and
cause
I
is
think
something that I hold.
I think that's a key factor into how we became friends and have stayed friends, is because our views and opinions are so radically different from the average person in today's society. So
And each other.
it works. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
on top of that, we can talk about it without judgment and without, whatever.
Right,
And I think that a lot of other
Yes.
people
Yes.
enjoy listening to this sort of thought process, if not for any other reason but to be entertained.
Yes, and
So-
just to let the con people know, this is a judgment-free zone here on this show.
Absolutely.
Here at Why Don't You Think Like This, we don't care about being politically correct. We will speak our minds and give you honest, candid truths. So we're not.
Absolutely.
If you want to understand, what people really think when, they're not saying certain things about certain issues, you come here. Because I want to talk my shit as usual. Anastasia, she'll talk her shit too, as you can see already.
Of course.
So yeah, not to cut you off. Continue.
Okay, so basically, like I was saying, I basically think that in today's society, it's pretty common that everybody's sort of kind of like not as sexually conservative as we once were as a whole, which of course has its positives and its negatives. And so this cause is something that I sort of like hold near and dear to my heart, because it is a train of thought that I've decided to adapt. And so the idea behind it is basically, I guess, abstaining from sex until you're in a committed relationship, a committed monogamous relationship. And
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Why should we be in committed monogamous relationships?
well, actually,
Yeah.
I
said
have
this?
various opinions on that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, continue.
I have various opinions on that. I don't really, I think that obviously you shouldn't be in a committed monogamous relationship unless you want to, unless that's something that you really want to do, unless you found someone that has inspired you to want to basically give up all of your freedoms of being single. So
Because me personally, myself personally, I don't think men were created to be monogamous. I think the way we're wired, it's kind of like, it's akin to the whole worker bee, queen bee dynamic. It's like, how, during pollen or allergy season, bees go around pollinating all the flowers of the earth, and so they see.
Basically, they go around being hoes.
There you go. So I feel like
Right.
God made them that way for a reason, and I think that blueprint was used to create all things, just so that they can, maintain this planet. Because if we weren't like that, then the first set of us would have just died out and there'd be no more, humans. So I feel like on a basic genetic level, I think that's how we're wired, and it's kind of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's kind of unrealistic to think that you know, you can change a person from what their primal nature is, you know? I don't know. I might be crazy, but that's just my opinion.
For sure, you are. You are, but I also think that, you know...
Don't expect anything from... Listen, don't expect anything from us but honest insanity, okay? Like, it's just... This show is totally about nothing. It's just another show about nothing. Just to be completely honest with everyone that's listening, if you're like at work or you're like on a commute or like you're just doing shit and you need time to pass and you want to hear like bullshit, just listen to this podcast.
This is yes.
We will totally make your time fly by. Yeah, but continue.
Well, first of all, I would like to ask you, when you say that men are not wired to be monogamous, are you referring to mankind or are you referring to men as in guys?
Yeah, the gender of male or men.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is why my cuddle slut concept is actually more so geared toward women, because with that in mind, right? I do feel like there is a basic, I mean, not for all of us, but there is a basic level of different sorts of wiring, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's like, for example, when guys meet girls, you know, you guys are like, in my opinion, in search of bitches, like as a whole, right? You do everything in the world for bitches. But when we're talking about bitches, it's a group of bitches, right? Mm-hmm. You're not doing everything for... You're not thinking to yourself, well, I can't wait to find my one bitch, my one girl that I'm going to love and cherish for all eternity, right? You get a new job, you think to yourself, I'm going to get paid so much money, I'm going to get so many bitches. Right? Yeah. And you get a new car, you get a new Mercedes, you get in it, you test drive it, you're thinking to yourself, so many bitches, right? I basically kind of think that you guys wouldn't even shower if we didn't exist, right? Because it's all about about the bitches, okay?
Right.
So
but
basically
I feel as if we initially set out kind of like that way, like, you know, by default, and then this is just my opinion, this is my thoughts, but I feel like if we eventually find the perfect one that has no equal and it's like a treasure and we can't see ourselves losing it or, you know, being without it, that's when we might be forced into monogamy, you know? But
right. Well, see, that's the thing about it. I want girls to stop thinking about... I mean, I think that for me, for example, and I can only speak for myself, I think that it should more or less stop being that we are constantly in search of monogamy, right? But more so like we think of ourselves the same way. Like, we place a high value on ourselves, and it's like, I will not settle until that motherfucker comes with everything that I want, and he is perfect enough for me to give up my all of my luxuries as a single woman, right? Because boyfriends are kind of like the fun police anyway, right? It's always like, where are you going, and where are your clothes? Why aren't you wearing any clothes, right? So it's like, they're the fun police anyway. So relationships are also equally as fucking annoying to us, in my opinion. However, for some reason, we're kind of like wired to look for this level of affection from one man and whatever. And I get that. I just think that there is a difference in wiring, and the fact that we need to acknowledge that, right? And make do with the fact that that's the situation. So essentially, because you guys are consistently attempting to avoid relationships, I actually learned quite a lot from men as far as doing the same thing. Like, okay, no one is going to get me to settle down unless he's worth it, right? So until that, guess what? We're just chilling, okay? But in this chilling process, right, what I have noticed is that women, unfortunately, do some compromising as far as the sexual aspect of it all. And not all women, because some women just wanna fuck, right? But when it comes to
I feel like women
girls,
think about fucking more than guys. Let's just be honest. You guys, probably because listen,
there have been studies that say that you guys think about it once every few seconds. I can say now that is not what I do. I don't know about every other woman, and I cannot speak for them. But I know that I think about things like, I don't know, fucking the mall and, you know, other stuff way more, or I don't know, my family and whatever, way more than I think about stuff like that. I mean, sex is obviously important.
I feel like it for women, it has more to do about, you know, like estrogen and like hormones and stuff like that. Because from my research, from my professional research, I found that women are typically more, you know, in the mood or horny and want sex as it draws closer to their menstruation. So it's like they go into heat. So it'll be a thing, and that happens every month, and that'll be a period of time where that's all they like. A lot I've come into contact with will think about. Whereas men, we typically don't really walk around thinking about sex all day. We're more visual creatures. So if we see a woman that we are attracted to, that's when we'll think about sex. Like if we see
and you know what? Guess what? There are women everywhere. So that basically translates to the fact that you are thinking about sex nonstop. Right. That's basically what that transfers to. So listen, so you're just basically finding a fancy way of saying we think about sex constantly.
Wait a minute. That would imply that every woman is attracted to all men. I'm not attracted to every woman that walks on the street. So that I don't know if I agree with that.
The thing about it though is I don't think that it takes much I think that the word attracted is quite it's quite deeper than what is actually required for men. I think that really men have an idea of, you guys basically have, no, Junior, let's be real, let's be honest. You have a list. It's basically, it goes, you have two buckets, right? You have two buckets. It goes fuckable or unfuckable. That's it. It's really that simple. It's not even like this level of yes, oh my God, she's a goddess, she's gorgeous.
I can't agree and I can't disagree, because I'm the type of person that I can find beauty in every woman. Like, I can find something that's amazing about every woman, no matter how.
So basically, you want to fuck every woman, so you're walking around thinking about sex all the time.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I don't, and I will not fuck every woman I come into contact with. But if need be, I can see the beauty in a woman, see the beauty of a woman, and appreciate it. So, but that doesn't mean I'd want to have sex with them, you know? Because, like, having sex, like, if I was to have sex with every woman that wanted to have sex, I'd probably be dead by now. Just be honest. There's a lot of women out here wanting sex, man. Let's not get it fucked up. There's a lot of women out here trying to fuck.
So and it's I'm not saying
I don't have the energy. I'm old as shit. I don't have the energy anymore. Like if I have sex tonight, I gotta go home and sleep throughout the day tomorrow. I gotta lay in the bed all day just to recover. You know? So I can't have sex with every woman now.
Well, and let's be clear though. I'm not saying that women don't have needs, right? Of course we do. We have needs, duh, right? However, the unfortunate part about all of this, and I'm just obviously speaking from a very stereotypical, I guess, standpoint, and this stereotype happens to include me, right? Where what happens for us, we have emotional consequences when it comes to sex, because we tend to think of it more as like an emotional connection that is occurring between two people, right? And I always say, like, my famous statement is, from the moment of penetration, I'm in love, okay?
There's a lot of women
doesn't matter.
I feel like
it doesn't matter how long I've known him, whatever. The moment that it happens, he will wake up next to
wait.
a
Does
crazy bitch that is basically
does that involve a condom or no condom?
That will always involve a condom.
Well, then I would have to disagree with that whole feeling right there, because technically, if you have sex,
Junior,
if you have,
hold on, condom have to do with anything,
ma'am. If you have sex with a condom,
sir,
you didn't have sex with that person. So, like, I've only had sex with like 3 women in my life.
What? Are you guys hearing him? Are you hearing yourself?
Listen, man. Listen. No exchange of bodily fluids.
Are you trolling me?
No exchange of bodily fluids. I didn't have sex with that lady.
Oh.
It can't be proved in court. Can't be proved in court.
OMG. Yes, it can, Junior, because it's more than just a bodily fluid exchange. I mean, like, there's pubic hairs and there's
listen,
you know, so
I've
it
only
actually
had sex
could be
with 3
proven
women
in
in my
court.
Life. Okay.
Okay. Define sex, please. No, hold on. Define sex for me real quick.
Okay. No. I'm not gonna define it.
Oh, now you're not gonna do that now.
Let me if for all the religious fanatics or the religious people out there that believe in a God, right? God created us, correct? Correct. So
where the fuck is this going?
I'm going to answer my own rhetorical
Where
questions.
the fuck is this going?
Anyway, so he created men and women for specific reason of procreation, right? Condoms are condoms. God didn't create condoms. Men create condoms. Condoms are man-made. So God created the physical act of sex because he gave us genitals and sexual organs to procreate. Now,
and to pee,
of course. So now when you introduce a man-made article into sex where God didn't intend for that to happen, it's not God's plan. It's not how he intended.
Junior.
So it's not in my eyes.
Junior.
In my eyes.
Junior.
That's
your eyes are crazy.
That's not sex.
Your eyes are crazy. Your eyes are crazy. I mean, point blank, end of story.
Listen, man. Listen,
Junior,
people.
At the end of the
if you
day,
had sex with people
hold you
and use a
accountable
condom,
for what you're saying.
You didn't have sex with that person. It's not sex. You can't. Don't count that person if it wasn't unprotected sex. That's the only way you count it. End of story.
Okay, so if your wife, let me ask you something.
Yeah, my wife.
If your wife, whoever she is, whenever she comes into existence, God help her.
Right.
But
a nice white Nubian queen. Yes. Go ahead.
So should she have had sex with say she's one of those people from like the magazines. She's had sex with over 200 men, right? But it was all with condoms, right?
Right.
And so she basically she tells you she's a virgin. And you later find out that she's technically a virgin because she has adapted your theory, right? Right. She's used condoms.
Right.
Would you feel betrayed, or would you feel like
because I would love her, because first off, I would never want a woman that's not sexually experienced. I would never want a virgin. I can't do anything with a virgin. There's nothing. Okay. Listen, if you introduce me to a virgin tomorrow, I'll show her the somewhere my friend lived. I would want nothing to do with her. Because I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to teach to show what to do and all that stuff. So I like my woman with some miles on the tires. You understand me? So it's like if she felt that, you know, her sexual history was low due to the fact that she used condoms, oh yeah, I'll rock with that. I'll rock with that totally. Because as long as the bodily fluids weren't exchanged, it's like, all right, so having sex with a condom is basically the same as a woman having sex with a dildo. You know, it's basically the same thing in my eyes.
No, it's
There's
not.
no,
You crazy little man. No, it's not.
Why is it the same? Tell me.
Because a dildo is not a human being. And so therefore it is basically one-on-one sex, okay? However, when we are referring, so therefore it's masturbation, right?
Right.
However, when we are referring to sex in the sense that we are right now, that involves two people, right? Yeah.
But wait,
whether it be a man and a woman,
I feel like you're gonna give us a whole think piece and a thesis essay about this right now. So let's just take a little break and have a word from our sponsors.
Are you tired of wearing the same old worn-out necklace that you've been wearing for the past 2 summers now? Have you been searching for jewelry that's edgy and trendy, but you just can't seem to find any that catches your eye? Look no further. MagnifiqueFinds.com is the place. MagnifiqueFinds.com, where hard-to-find edgy accessories go to hide. Get 10% off by using code LOVE, plus free shipping on purchases over $20 using code FREE.
Okay, everyone, so we're back, and Junior is fully prepared to continue ranting about crazy stuff and condoms.
It's really not crazy, though. It's really not crazy. It's like, if you think of, I want to reiterate, it's like, all right, like if you never had sex without a condom, how can I marry you? It just doesn't make any sense. You clearly haven't really had sex before. The way God intended for man to have sex.
Fucking insane, Junior.
Man-made sex doesn't count. Sex with a condom is man-made sex. Listen. It's great. I love condoms. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
it's just not the real thing.
If I ever had any thoughts about ever fucking you, it's done. It's done because you clearly like it raw.
Just a disclaimer: we've never had any kind of romantic.
He has no idea if I'm man, woman, or beast, and that's about it.
We've never had sex personally, so yeah. So, but yeah. So like, you know, it's crazy because like just to backtrack to my whole birds and the bees stuff, it's just like God, you know, if there is a God, anyway, let's not go there. for all the listeners that don't believe in God, but yeah, if there is a God, He created us, right? Or He created the bees or whatever with that, you know, breakdown of they go from flower to flower. You guys know what I was talking about. So like, why do you think He would have made us differently from all other life in the world? I mean, that makes sense to me. Like,
right. No. And yes, I agree that you know, of course, we are genetically wired to like procreate, and I totally get that. I totally agree with you. However, the purpose of condoms, right, is to protect us from STDs.
Right.
And that's because STDs have come into existence. And so therefore, you know, and also
I don't even believe STDs are a man-made thing. I think STDs are a man-made thing as well. But let's
Right.
not get all conspiracy theory.
Regardless of however they came into existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are very real. And it is possible for it to happen to anyone, right? You, I, anyone. And so that is actually another reason why I am big on this whole cuddle slut concept, because I feel like what happens is when I'm a life lover. That's what I always say. I love my life. I love everything about my life. Good days, bad days, whatever type of days, right? And the idea of life changing, life altering, or life killing STDs, that scares the shit out of me. I have yet to meet a dick that is worth that. Okay? I've yet to meet one. So that's my thing. I think that, first of all, AIDS is real, and we really need to consider that. And I think that everyone knows that it's out there. We know that it exists.
Is AIDS real?
Junior?
Is it?
Junior?
Is it a real thing? I don't know.
Damn it, Junior.
Listen, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm just
I know.
Because I've never met anyone that has AIDS, but I hear about it a lot.
Really?
So it is a real thing. Okay, great. Thanks.
It seems to be.
Okay.
So
because Magic
the
Johnson's
thing is,
still alive. What does he have? HIV? Allegedly? Allegedly? That guy's making billions of dollars to this day. He had HIV since what, 92?
And
allegedly?
These days, obviously, with the advancements in medical science and technology, it is not as life-threatening as it once was. However, it's not something that any of us want to contract.
Joking.
Clearly,
Totally joking.
So I hope so. so nonetheless, I think that AIDS is a scary thing, and it could happen to anyone. It really, truly could. And I know that we all know this, but I don't think that we make the effort to remember it.
I'm paranoid about STDs as well. And if I could have a condom molded onto my penis permanently, I would do that. Because I'm big on condoms. But my point...
And see...
See what? What am I seeing?
Well, see, the thing about it is it's also even bigger than that, because there are other STDs that are actually skin to skin, right? It has nothing to do with the exchange of bodily fluids. And, for example, herpes, that is a lifelong situation at the moment. There is no cure for it.
Yeah,
and so the very
herpes
idea...
is a very common STD in this country.
And this is totally true. This is totally true.
If I had a choice to get herpes or AIDS, I'd probably get herpes. I don't know. Maybe I'll get AIDS because Magic Johnson seems to be doing real great. So I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Well, you know what? If I had a choice, I'd pick neither, right? And so that's just me,
That's no goddamn fun.
Right. So my thing is, this is my thing about this whole thing. I just think that ultimately, if you decrease, obviously, this is very obvious. If you decrease your amount of partners, you decrease the likelihood that you will contract one of these diseases. And we need to be mindful of this. Every time that we select a new partner, you have to remember there's a possibility that this person, A, could have it and know it and just not be telling you, or they could have it and not know it. So
you're saying the way to avoid contracting anything is to be a cuddle slut. Is that it?
It is a method to decreasing the likelihood of such a thing happening or occurring, this nightmare occurring in your life.
Okay, so break down exactly what it is for myself and the listeners, because I need to know, like, if I could be a cuddle slut, maybe. I don't know.
I don't foresee you having the self-control to be one.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me.
Ho 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 ho. Okay. All right. So yeah, tell us what exactly it entails.
So basically, what happens is when people say this to me, right? They when I'm explaining my theory, I guess people always say to me, so what the fuck is it that I'm supposed to do? Right? Because obviously we have needs and all of these things. And so I basically say, it's simple. You, number one, get a toy. Get a toy. Get a toy. Okay?
What kind of toy? Like a G.I. Joe?
Like a vibrator.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
They're phenomenal. You could get one for like $9.99 at your local sex shop or online, and they can, they can ship it to you in discreet packaging. Look,
Okay.
problem solved.
So this is for the woman cuddle sluts.
Right.
Okay.
For the guys, you know what to do. You do it every morning. It's totally fine, right? Okay. So then
Wait,
there's.
what do you mean we do every morning? Jerk off? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
maybe
saying?
you have, right. Maybe you have a different schedule. Maybe not in the morning, maybe at night. I don't know. Whatever.
I like to normally do it when there's a full moon at the highest point in the sky under a pale moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I like to do it. I don't know about everybody else, but that's just what gets me off.
I can't. So essentially you do that, right? Mm-hmm. And so therefore, like, your physical needs to an extent are sort of like your bases are covered. And then the other thing is, obviously, when you're getting to know people, you become a totally wild cuddle slut, which entails cuddling. And I am a cuddle slut. I will cuddle with literally anyone at any time, any place, anyone that I'm physically attracted to. Let's go. We can cuddle. I'm all about it.
Oh, so being a cuddle slut means all you're trying to do is cuddle without having any sex.
Cuddling, spooning, all of that stuff, right? And it entails a great level of self-control, obviously. But I keep in mind all of my points.
Is Netflix in the mix here with the cuddling?
It could be. However,
okay, so you're doing the okay, so like one of the common terms now is Netflix and chill. So you're more of the Netflix and cuddle, because when people now say Netflix and chill, they're referring to having sex, because Netflix always leads to sex. Presumably.
Does it?
Allegedly, I don't know.
Right.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Right. Well, see, the thing is, for me, I just kind of, obviously there are no clear standards, but you gauge the person that you're doing your Netflix and chilling with, right? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, certain situations, would I go? Most situations, actually, to tell you the truth. Would I go when a guy is talking about Netflix? No. I wasn't born yesterday. No. I'm not going to watch your fucking Netflix with you, because this has nothing to do with Netflix. So, it depends on who it is and how well you know the guy and all of that stuff, because I'm actually more so into public meeting to begin with. Because obviously, you go into someone's home, you are putting yourself in a compromising environment, depending upon how well you know this guy, right?
Right.
So, and what you know about him. But once you find like a respectable guy, like a guy that, is not so much of a nigga, right? then, you can totally be a cuddle slut with this guy. And, at the end of the day, if all it requires is a level of self-control. And I just remember, I repeat to myself, in moments of PG passion, right? When things are getting a little hot and heavy or whatever, I stop it at a point and I say to myself, number one, the STDs. Number two, I'm doing this for essentially craziness management of myself. Because, like I said, sex equals emotion for many girls. And I am not interested in the least in getting emotionally attached to any man, that I am, that I'm not sure about. No, that I'm not sure about. I want to know that this guy is worth it, that he's worth me feeling feelings toward him prior to, you know, getting all sexual and shit. And once I decide that, guess what? I have no problem. Actually, I would love to swing from the ceiling, spin around on the dick, and it's totally fine, right? Twerk like my life depends on it. All of that stuff.
I would give my soul to see you twerk.
I'm lying because I can't even. I can hardly.
I
have absolutely no rhythm, and I'm actually like a master fist pumper, if anything.
Oh my god!
But
that shit would be...
yeah,
I gotta put that on my bucket list tomorrow.
No, you don't. And then on top of that, that's the other thing. That's my other big thing. The reason why, and all you ladies out there, don't fuck Junior. Right?
What?
Let me tell you why. What? Because he has openly admitted here today on our podcast that he does not believe in condoms, right?
No. See, I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. Let me be clear. I totally believe in condoms. I use condoms all the time. I'm basically
he's given conflicting
condom.
messages regarding condoms. We don't know what decisions he makes in the heat of the moment.
Listen, what I was saying is that sex itself is like the way it was created, like the way it was intended to be, was natural without anything added into it. Skin to skin, unprotected. That's sex. Now, we're practicing safe sex now. And that's great. I'm all for that. But at a certain period in your life, you need to know what unprotected real sex is.
With your husband.
Yeah,
or
with
wife.
Your significant other, whoever you decide to be with and commit to. Yeah, but before that, you should already have experienced it in your life, so you know how it feels and what you like, and the intricacies that come with sex. I want someone that knows their body and knows what they like. I don't want someone that's still trying to figure shit out. That's all I'm saying. I'm all about condoms. Like I said, if I could cover my whole body in a condom, I'd fucking do it right now, because there's a lot of nasty shit out here. You know? Like, I just heard the other day there's a new strain of fucking herpes that, like, you could just catch from, like, rubbing your fucking arm against somebody's arm that has a fucking a breakout. Like, I don't want to catch that shit. So I'm all about condoms. So I would like to be, I would like to have you apologize to me, because I feel like you really attacked me just now, and it was very uncalled for.
Okay, ladies, fuck Junior, please.
They don't have to, but Jesus.
But Junior welcomes
Listen,
that.
I love all women. I don't discriminate. I love every woman is beautiful to me.
That's for another discussion. But nonetheless, I also think that, you know, one of my big things is that everyone, before you sleep with someone, you should go and get tested. You know, that's a big thing for me. And I hear a lot from people that it ruins the mood and all of that. It kills the mood and so on and so forth.
There's at home HIV tests now, right? You can like buy those and like test yourself.
There's a lot of various convenient ways to do this, and you know what? Fuck
there's
the
also
mood.
There's also condoms that change color if someone has something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I read about that the other day. So yeah.
I kind of
see.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. See, I told you I'm the condom guy. Hello.
So what I'm saying is, though,
let's just
like,
be clear,
I think
raw
that,
sex is best sex. Let's be totally honest. Come on, people. You know you love it.
Okay. Well,
say you love it. Say you love it. Don't brush past that. You do enjoy raw sex, correct?
Sure.
Okay. More than condoms.
I don't really think, but I don't, me personally, and this is just my opinion. We're all adults here, whatever, it's fine. But I don't actually think that there's as much of a difference as men feel that there is. And I've had discussions with my girlfriends about this, and some say yes, there is a huge difference, and others are with me. They're like, not really that much of a difference. It's fine.
Yeah. Today is the day I finally realized that you're certifiably batshit crazy.
Well, I've learned a lot about you today too.
Touche. So you're recommending. So let's just be clear here. So you're recommending our lady listeners, not the men.
No,
to be
everyone.
Oh, you're recommending everyone to be cuddle sluts.
Well, I'm just telling people.
Well, I think that takes a lot of self-control, and
right.
I would like to add that, as per your definition of a cuddle slut, I've been a cuddle slut before in life. So yeah,
wow.
There's that.
I think that girls and guys alike can do this. There is, because the thing about it is you are getting to know your partner with a certain level of intimacy, although be it minimal, it does, it's good to have that. Then on top of that, at the end of the day, it's good to have
sex too.
And that's the thing. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful adult thing. It's natural. It's, and all of those things.
Sex is
and
from the
gods. It's great. Obviously, it's great. But I think that, maybe if it were to be reserved for people that you've decided are capable of dealing with your emotions and are willing to go and get tested with you first and all of that stuff. And, even, that's a big thing, actually. Girls always say to me, but what about the guy? What if he stops liking me? What if I'm not sleeping with him early enough? Let me tell you something. Fuck him. End of story. That is all. If he's not willing to wait until you are comfortable, then he's not your guy. He's just not your guy. You should never do anything until you're comfortable. Period. And whenever that may be, it could be very early on. It could be way later on. Make sure if you're ever fucking someone, it's for yourself.
You know what? I'm inclined to agree with you there, because I'm the type where I'm not pressed for sex. If we don't have sex, then I'll live. I won't, it's not something that it's imperative for me to have. So, I normally am the type where a woman will have to initiate in order for us to have sex. If she doesn't, then we're just not going to have sex, because I'm just happy to be here. I'm just chilling.
Well, and I think actually, and I agree with that train of thought, actually, because I think that is honestly the best way for men to go about it. That's just my opinion. I'm a girl here.
Women totally respond to that. Oh my god.
Because what happens is all of a sudden, right? And see, because I had, for example, my college boyfriend.
Right.
That's what he did. He waited for me to attack, and I did. Because suddenly now the pressure is not on me. I haven't committed myself to, I guess, a decision in that sense. I haven't been fighting him off. Now, before you know it, guess who's attacking him? Me. And so, and it,
because I feel women kind of expect men to just hound them, So if you do the opposite, it kind of I feel like it sets off an alarm in their brains. It's just and they kind of go crazy. It's why isn't he trying to have sex with me? What's going on? Am I a beast? Am I so unattractive that this man doesn't want to have sex with me?
No, I wouldn't take it that far. We're not thinking that. I wouldn't take it that far. Listen, it's just,
oh my god, why doesn't he want to put his dick in me? Oh my god.
Pretty sure at the end of the day, we do start wondering what's happening here. Why is this way? And
that's when you have him. That's when you got him, guys. Yeah. That's when you got him.
then you end up attacking.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know,
Damn, I gave away my secret.
it all works
God
out
damn
and
it.
everybody is totally happy with their decision.
Yeah, totally. Just kidding, guys.
Are you? Are you though?
I'm just having fun. I'm just joshing around, just having fun, you know. But yeah, totally. Like, let it be their decision, you know. Because at the end of the day, women hold all the power, dudes. Like,
And I know, and that is a great statement because I actually want women to know that.
oh my God.
I actually, because women, I feel, don't realize this. Because
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I say all the time, prior to sex, men are not thinking clearly. After sex, we stop thinking clearly.
Oh,
right?
We're thinking super
Then
clearly.
all of a
after sex.
sudden,
oh my God.
all of a sudden, everything becomes clear to you guys, and you guys become these logical beings that are.
You know why?
functioning
You know why?
beca-
You know
in
why
the
that is?
poison. You're gonna give
Because-
the poison speech.
But yeah,
Your poison speech.
Because
Get ready, everyone, 'cause this is utter bullshit.
inside of us, and we have to get this poison
Get
out.
the poison out.
I swear to
Right.
God, dude. If you ever texting a girl and she's just not giving you any play, and like, you know, you just adamant, you're just on her, but she doesn't want to give you. She doesn't care if you're alive, but you really are into the girl. Go jerk off. Go jerk off a nut, and then see
get
how
the
you feel
poison
about
out
that
of
girl.
you.
Yeah, get the poison out, and then see how you feel about that girl right after. You wouldn't care if she jumped off the fucking bridge. You wouldn't care, because it's the semen controls our mind, but it only controls us if we allow it to. You know, so you know, it's a lot of different things in this life that we go through, but at the end of the day, women hold all the power, and from my research, we'll never understand women. We just have to learn how to live
Because you
with them.
guys are dumb. The thing about it is, at the
guess.
end of the day, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, I just wish that all women realized this, and owned it. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something, ladies, there is no reason to ever get stressed out over any guy. Because guess what?
There we go.
They leave their house every day looking for us, right? They're just like hunting. They're hunters.
Nah,
They're
leave my house every
hunting
day trying
us.
to go to work. I'm not really.
No,
looking
that's
for
not
women.
true. You're going to work, but you're always looking for the bitches, right? You're like,
Allegedly,
where
I don't
are
know
the
about that.
bitches? Where are the
Okay.
bitches?
Okay.
That's what happens. There's boys everywhere. They come in all different sizes, shapes, colors. There's fat ones, there's ugly ones, there's skinny ones, there's hot ones, there's, I don't know, short ones, tall ones. They all different sizes and shapes. There's no reason to ever get upset over any guy. Any guy.
Yeah, like I have to agree, because you know, women tend to feel, well, ones I've come into contact with, I can't speak for every woman, but there's some kind of like a general feeling of, you know, men run the world and women have no power over anything, and it's quite the contrary. You'd be surprised how many things you can get a man to do, women.
For sure.
Yeah, like it's nuts. So I just need you ladies just to understand the power you possess and embrace it.
I feel like you're breaking the man code right now.
I'm not really breaking the man code. I'm just
In
keeping it
big
real.
ways.
I'm just keeping it real. You know,
Nope,
like,
and we appreciate that,
because
Junior.
unless you're, you know, gay or homosexual, you're into the opposite sex, right? And us men, that's women. So, you know, we need women. We need them.
Yeah,
you know, so
because you're dumb, and you need someone to tell you what
so
to
you're
do
just gonna keep
and how to live your
crashing
life.
out. Alright,
Okay,
cool.
yes. You know I hate you guys. If you
seem-
weren't so cute, I'd
seem
kill you
very
all.
Hurt, very hurt. We're gonna have to have another episode, a complete episode about all the men that have hurt you and what
Oh,
happened.
stop.
Because I feel
Oh,
like
stop.
you're a woman scorned.
Oh, stop.
And there's issues here, and I just feel like you need to get them out. And maybe like we can have listeners, write into us and give us some insight, as to why you're so hurt, or if they're hurt themselves, they can share their stories with us.
No, we're not doing. Fuck that. I don't have feelings. Stop it.
You can write us at whydon'tyouthinklikethis@gmail.com with your feelings and your opinions, and if you have any like advice for Anastasia as to how not to be hurt anymore, you can always send them there.
And also check out my blog, www.medium.com/@AnastasiaJay for more information on the cuddle slut.
Yeah, the cuddle slut. I'm pretty sure there are going to be a lot of cuddle sluts after this episode.
For sure.
I'm ready for you guys, though. I'm ready for all the cuddle sluts. I could cuddle for days. I don't care. I actually cuddled, no sex for like one straight summer. I didn't have sex with this girl. We just slept together every night in the same bed, no sex. It was great.
Listen, it sounds like it was me.
Absolutely not. No fucking way.
You don't want to cuddle with me, Junior?
I'd die first. Let me just drink this bottle of acid. That would be my dream.
Whatever. Well, then email us if you do want to cuddle with me, guys.
And ladies, if you don't
send a picture,
with me,
a dick pic.
Whoa. So you're soliciting dick pics now? Is that what you're?
No, I don't. I really don't want a dick pic. No dick pics.
Send Anastasia all.
No, don't do that. No, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Anastasia J.
The episode's over.
All right, we talk to you guys later. See you next episode. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Why Don't You Think Like This. Send us all your questions.
That's not our Twitter account.
Concerns, feelings. Also, rate and subscribe to us on iTunes and SoundCloud. Give us all your feedback. Even if you think this episode or this podcast is complete trash and we're like idiots and totally stupid, leave us a remark or comment about it so we can know how dumb we are. It's totally fine. I won't be offended by it. Nothing offends me. I'm over this. You have anything you'd like to say in closing?
No, I thought that we were saying bye a long time ago, but you just kept talking.
I mean, I feel like the people need to really know how to contact us. Is that okay?
Yeah, but you didn't even give our right Twitter, which I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Well, this is our first episode, so we're trying to work out the kinks here, as you can see. So, whatever. So until next time, guys. Use a condom or not. Deuces.